Steve, it's a Monday after the weekend, and it was a long night, but it was a good night. You know, there was the fights that I think you wanted to be good fights were really good, mate, and great learning fights for the undercard.
Yeah, I said before the show it had the possibility of being one of the best cards we ever did, and it was, wasn't it? Really, you know, debutants, prospects, good 50-50 fights and a title fight. So
well, I know why it was so good, because when I was sat there and we was all sat at the back, us lot, and we was watching, I kept turning over to look at your face and you were smiling all the way through it, mate. I think you enjoyed that night.
Yeah, well, there was a few things that went on, but yeah, it was good, and everyone who come seemed to stay to the end. And
yeah, they did.
I think they'll be glad they did, because there was 2 barnstormers at the finish. But just going through it, we had a guest from London, Lucas Wilson, who fought Josh Cook to get the show starting, and I mean, Josh makes it hard for everyone, doesn't he?
Defensively, he's very good, isn't
he? He won the fight, Lucas Wilson, but he was hard to look good against Josh Cook. But you know, he's got the debut out of the way, and he'll move on down in London somewhere, I presume. Corey Scott, he was the first VIP fighter of the night, and he looked really well against Jake Pollard.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
Exciting fighter, and he's 100 miles an hour, and you know, people who pay to watch him will keep coming, won't they? Because he can't help but be in a good fight, can he?
No.
Yeah. And he did really well, because Jake Pollard's experienced, didn't he? And he knows his way around. Third fight was young Thomas Ferrer against the tough Pole, and that was probably the best learning fight he's had up to now, Thomas, yes. Because the Pole doesn't just come to survive.
No,
he
didn't
try. And you know, when Thomas was putting it on him, he was fighting back, and that was good. You know, he picked some good shots at Thomas, but he just didn't seem to get his second phase going, did he? And his combinations, which maybe, and I want to say maybe, you know, get a stoppage would have been a big statement for the young kid, wouldn't it? But yes. He won the fight comfortably, and didn't get a chance to speak to him afterwards, but I bet he enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think is it Tom spoke to him afterwards on the live stream, didn't he?
Right, I missed that, yeah. I missed that, yeah. Harris Brown, Steve Maguire. Again, Harris is a young kid. He looks about 12. I think he's like the Ollie Gullers Scousgar of boxing, you know, babyface assassin. But he looks like he's getting stronger. I know he's doing a lot of strength work, and you know, technically he's very good, and an entertaining fight as well, isn't he? You know, he's a bit similar to Corey.
They're all like that from Blundell's, aren't they?
Yeah, then Troy Gallagher, big ticket seller, brought a load down from Lancaster or Moorcroft, wherever he's from, and he passed the Ali Matthews test with flying colours. Yeah,
Harry really tried in that fight, you know, but just wasn't. The kid's good, not bad, is he?
Yeah, and then we had the debut of Gemma Richardson that we've been all looking forward to. As we say, she was a top amateur. When I watched the fight on Saturday night, and I only seen a couple of rounds, but I have been back onto the channel to watch it. She did really well, and you look and you think, how did she do so well in the amateurs? Because she's got a pro style, hasn't she? Yeah. So apparently she has mixed it up a little bit from what she was doing in the amateurs, but no, and she seems to keep the work rates up from the first round to the 6th round, and very close to a stoppage on a couple of times. So now Gemma's going to be a female champion without a doubt. How long, I don't know, because it sometimes happens sooner than you expect with the females, but no, she's going to be on a good ride, and very entertaining to watch as well, isn't she? So that was good. And then we moved on to the more experienced guys that we felt was going to be in like the good fights. Ashley Mann beat Levi Griffiths. Only seen the last round, and he nearly stopped him in the last 20 seconds with a great body punch in there. But everyone tells me, even though it was a 60-54, it was a very competitive fight. Yeah, it was. Again,
very tall, that kid, wasn't he? Really tall.
And again, Ashley's going in the right way, you know what I mean? He's getting better as we move along and stepping up the opposition. So I think by the end of the year, he's certainly going to have to be in looking at Central Area titles.
Yeah.
Then the chief support, Owen Anderson v Jake Goodwin. What a fight! What a fight from the
Standing
first bell
applause
to
at
the
the
last
end,
bell,
wasn't it?
and at the end, everyone stood up and gave him a round of applause. And ringside, there was people thinking Owen had just nicked it, and some people were thinking Jake had just nicked it. You give it a draw, and I think that's fair. No one deserved to lose that fight.
No,
Did they?
do you know it was
a
the pace?
barnstormer.
It was the pace it started at. It was ferocious, wasn't it? I mean, they were both landing bombs on one another in round one. It was a tremendous fight.
Listen, Owen's only a young kid, and that might have been a bit early for him to get in a fight like that. But you know, he is a fighter. I believe he has wars when he's sparring, doesn't he? So you know, it was a calculated gamble from his team, and I'd say he'd come off because he's got 6 rounds under his belt, and he'll learn a load from that. Jake Goodwin's more experienced coming back, and you know, he has to take tests like that, and again he comes through it, didn't he? You know, so I dare say they'll meet again down the line, but not too soon yet.
No, but maybe at the end of the year or something.
Well, listen, it's got to be more than 6 rounds, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And Owen's only had 1 6-rounder, so he wouldn't be right to step him up to 8 and 10s yet. So you know, Jake can move on, and if he's still around, then they could do that maybe for the Central Area title. Yeah, but no, well done both lads. On taking the fight and making it such a great fight. The public really were entertained, as they say. Yeah, and then exactly the same in the next fight there with James Moorcroft and Dom Hunt. You know, bang at it for 10 rounds. So that's like 20 rounds you've shared, and it's not been split. And afterwards, the only fight is a trilogy, isn't it? And try to get a winner out of it. And to be fair to Dom, he's come over to this neck of the woods twice before, and so I've said, you know, we can find a venue near his neck of the woods. We'll do it there, yeah. So fantastic night, some great fights, some good debutants, some performances by the prospects. So we move on to the 29th now, don't we, the next show? So we've got a couple of weeks break before we go mad with, I think, 3 on the bounce, don't we? But
3 on the bounce all over the country as well.
Yeah. But listen, they're all taking shape now. All right, pal.
All right, Steve. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.